Alright, Jujutsu Kaisen's fans, today I will be giving you all the answer to the long-awaited question that everyone in the fan base wants to know. Who would win in a fight, Gojo or Sukuna? Now, I'm not gonna go in depth with these characters' abilities because there's so many analytical guys out there on YouTube that have already went in depth and explained these characters' abilities, and since I'm kind of stupid, I'm just not gonna do that. So you don't understand these characters and what they do, I would recommend you go watch one of these videos and come back to mine. Now, when we look at Gojo, he has 6 eye and limitless curse technique, and to sum up all of his abilities, he has one red ball on the left and one blue ball on the right, and combined they make purple ball, and purple ball goes and kills everything on sight. And I'm not kidding, if you touch that ball, it will literally send you to the shadow realm and erase you there. Gojo has an invincible shield as well, and he can put it up anytime he wants. He can also fly, and his strongest technique is his eye, which makes everyone around him wet. Plus, his eyes can summon a domain called Unlimited Void, and if you're trapped inside that void, you will be given an infinite amount of knowledge. So you go into that void, you will be smarter than all of the smartest physicists in history, plus the 200 IQ Korean guy combined. So Gojo is just a physics and mathematic hacks, but he can also break the law of physics as well because he can fly. Now we look at his personality and overall just his character. He's very smart without a doubt because his abilities is literally physics, and has been confirmed people who study physics are really fucking smart. However, I think his downfall is that he's very arrogant and egotistical, and this actually bites him in the ass later on. He can also fight in close quarter combat as demonstrated in the Jogo fight. Overall, he's really strong, like really strong. He literally deleted Hanami, and we're being real here, he could have just killed every single monster there if the civilians were not around him. All he would have to do is activate his domain, and it would be GG's for all the villains there. Now when we look at Sukuna, his abilities are quite simple honestly, but very strong. And I'm not going to go into all of his techniques. Like I said again, go watch one of these nerdy analytical videos if you want to understand. Plus he's the king of curses, so he probably knows a lot more techniques out there, but we just haven't gotten the chance to see him use it yet. So I'm going to go over the ones that he would use a lot, and that looks really strong from what I can tell. He has 2 slashing attacks that are called Dismantle and Cleave. These abilities are just basic slashes if we're going to be real here, but these slashes hits harder than the average Japanese samurai slashes. He can also manipulate fire with his hand. As shown, he used the fire to make an arrow and shoot it. And this fire is no ordinary fire. It's a super duper saiyan fire. And finally, his domain expansion. With this, he summons a shrine, and inside the domain, you will be slashes from all angles. And if you're inside this domain, you cannot avoid these slashes. It doesn't care how fast you are. Once you're inside this domain, you are getting slashed, period. Now for his character and personality, he is evil. And when I say evil, the dude is probably worse than Hitler, all the people working the government, plus Jeff Bezos combined. The dude is so evil, he purposely made his domain bigger on purpose just to trap regular people inside of it. But as evil as he is, he did show some humility against Jogo. He's also really good at close quarter combat and long range combat as well because of his slashes. And let's not forget, he's 1,000 years old, so he probably has a lot of experience with combat, plus he has seen a lot of techniques before. And when he was fighting Gojo, he wasn't even surprised. After one punch, he immediately recognized Gojo's abilities. So with all these things laid out, when Sukuna and Gojo fight, it will depend on a lot of factors. Will the battleground they're fighting on have civilians nearby? If so, Gojo will be at a huge disadvantage. And we don't know what these guys are fully capable of yet because they have not shown their full potential. Sukuna said he'll kill Gojo. Gojo said he could beat Sukuna. And I'm sure when both these guys fight, they will pull something out their ass. Probably a really new, cool, strong technique that we have not seen before. But for my prediction, I think in the end, it will come down to the domain expansion. Whoever is stronger wins. And with all that being said, let's go back to the question. Who would win, Gojo or Sukuna? My prediction is, if this fight were to happen, which it eventually will, the winner is the Arthur's wallet.